would like to show you how you can work with your customers, typically post-sales, using Salesforce Service Cloud. So typically you manage and then keep track of all those interactions with the customers with case records, case object. So I typically, if you're talking with the phone first, and then if you want to add those information, I'll go to that person that you're talking to, and then it's easy to create these kind of buttons, and then already contact name and account name is there. Choose your assets, case origin, reasons, type, and if you use different price books, it's here, and the priority, subject description, status, all those things. You can even make it smaller and then save to create a case right there, and then you can add more information. So here, I already have created a case, but if you use this kind of hybrid or views, and then you can have all the list right here, and then you can just create any kind of a list views, and then in this case, it's just mine, the new one, and then it's right here, and then you can go through multiple cases very, very quickly. And then this page, the case page, is very flexible with the Salesforce. You can just add, move around. You can do whatever you want, and you can show some of the fields or even sections depend upon the fields values or who is looking at it. So it's very flexible there. And typically the feed is the main thing, and then this one is a sandbox. It doesn't show email, but typically email is the main thing, and the people just use here instead of going back and forth with the Outlook. And here, this is kind of typical things that you have a highlight case details, highlight here, contact details, and then if you use service contract or entitlement, and then you can add that information here. And then if you service kind of assets or products that you sold, and then you have that product information, and then when this case is open kind of things. And then if you have a bunch of different actions, that you can have a shortcut here as well. And then if you have related objects or records here, and then more details information, again, you can add anything you want here, the important things that you want to keep track of. And then typically it's first thing is new, so it's new, and then you can have banners here showing the different steps. I just have this kind of a banner here. So again, if it's new, escalated, it shows up by however you want to do it, however it works out pretty well. And then if it's a high priority, it shows up, but typically it's medium, so nothing there, that type of thing. So you can do that. So and again, you can decide how you want to escalate it toward, or to try to close it. Different people in there, you can just change the owners and so on. So it's a pretty easy thing to do. And again, you can just move to the next one if you want to do that. And the other things that you can do is to create a web to case. So not just the phone calls, and if it's not automated, it's so much, but if you can automate it, and then you can just add information here. And let's say Cargas systems, contact name, chip Cargas, and I am going to skip that, but you can add all those information that you collect. But how it works with this particular one is if you have email address that works, case reason, it's a service request, service, priority is medium, subject repair needed. Let's say, please call us ASAP, model product 1, and then serial number. And this particular one is if you put the serial number, and then if just refresh it, yeah, So since he had a serial number, it looks for the asset with the same serial number. So it brought the information right here. So this is a vendor B product one assets is already attached to that. And then of course you put the email, and then it pulls the customer name and account name as well. So, and they assign to however you assign your owner. It could be a queue, could be a specific user. It does that. And then if you have a service contract, and then it just shows up the service contract from this customer, and then it's easy to find. And then entitlements are attached to products. In this case, vendor B, product one. Click that and then save. So yeah, all the information that you need is right there. So you can see that they have a service contract which is valid, and then yeah, active, and then entitlement just particular for this product is active as well. And same way, there is an email to case features as well. So you can use that, you know, if somebody emailed to specific email address, you can automate it and they come here, and at least the email is always there. So you can pull the data of the contact name and account name, and then other ones you probably have to do it manually and so on. But it's a very easy way to do that. So, and then once you have all those information, and it is nice to see that, let's say, doesn't have it. So go to the kind of systems, and this is the account information, and the account information page can have cases. You can have closed cases and open cases, you know, whatever easier, because if it's too many, it's kind of hard to see. But in this case, the salespeople can see that, oh, there is 3 open cases there, and then what kind of products, you know, is having issues and so on. So you can see those things right away. So it's really, really helpful to have all the information right here. And then lastly, you can make all kinds of reports and dashboard, of course, using all the data you collect. And then one of the one is a new case life cycle report. And this one is just me, but you can say, you know, how many hours you spend, how many records you have, you know, like this month or whatever, you decide to do that, and they want to see the details. And then this is the one each case, and you can see that you know, you spend like less than 1 hour. I think this is the hour, and then of course it's you know, first day here, that kind of things. So it is very easy to keep track of whatever insight that you want to have, whatever metrics you want to you know, follow, and then make the best use of all the data you collect. All right, thank you so much.